Yo, what is up boys, and welcome back to yet another video. As you see from the background of this one, this is actually my first ever video in my new place, so I apologize if the mic sounds weird or if the video looks weird. This mic isn't even connected to this PC right now. It's kind of a complicated setup, so it might sound a bit different to normal, but whatever. Yeah, the title of this one is definitely a sensationalist title, questioning whether identity is or isn't a scam. I don't really know if you could go so far to call it a scam, but I'd definitely say identity is never going to do the things that they originally promised on Kickstarter. I'm going to show you guys a bit more information about identity, perhaps you didn't know already, and if any of the developers watch this video, I'm kind of just playing devil's advocate. I still have backed the game for $100. I still hope the game turns out awesome. Obviously it benefits me and it benefits you, so I'm just playing devil's advocate. Don't hate me, okay? I'm just looking into the passive identity and questioning some of the things which have happened, okay? Anyway, so right now you can see I'm on the front page of identityrpg.com. This has been on the front page of a website for a while now. I think for about 4 months since we delayed the game back in April 19th of 2018. It says follow the path to imminent town square release. Quick question for you guys in the comments, but what does imminent mean to you guys? Imminent to me means a few days, a few weeks, worst case scenario, maybe a month or so, right? Imminent means extremely soon. I mean, I could look up the definition of imminent, but the town square release has definitely not been imminent for 4 months of Identity's development. I mean, it has been, but that's not what imminent means, you know? So, in case you guys didn't know already, this game was actually originally on Kickstarter on January the 5th of 2015, meaning the game has been in development for almost 4 years now. Obviously Kickstarter games aren't exactly the same as AAA development games, but still it's been, you know, conceptualized. There's been some gameplay, or not gameplay, but some assets being shown off even back in this trailer back in January 5th of 2015. And now obviously we are in August the something, that quite frankly don't know what day it is today, August the 5th of 2018, so where are we now? The game did garner a lovely 200,000 Canadian dollars. Since then it has garnered over 1 million US dollars in funding throughout the years between 2005 and 2018, and we have had this on their website for a while now. If you click on the imminent town square release button right here, it'll bring you here, which is the development tasks remaining. It doesn't look bad, right? They've only got one thing left, which is an in-testing user interface element. Surely it shouldn't take too long for that. Quite frankly, I didn't want to make this video, but after like the delay after delay after delay after delay, I just wanted to show you guys what the hell is going on with Identity and kind of question it. And I don't know, maybe I'm just being a big meanie, I'm being a dickhead, it's not a scam, Lewis, it's gonna be fucking epic, but, you know, it reminds me of things like Star Citizen, where there's a lot of promises, and all of those are, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Star Citizen, don't get me wrong, but I've heard about them, you know? A lot of promises, and ultimately Star Citizen still isn't really what people want it to be. And that game, much like Identity, has a massive, massive scope, and that's the problem with games like this. I'm not saying the developers are necessarily scammers, although the title does imply that. It's more so you're taken under something which is massive, and I don't know if you have the money and the talent to pull something like that off. You need a lot of money to pull off a massive open world game with, you know, these housing systems, car systems, PvP, all this shit, like a massive world. Right now all they're releasing is the town square module, and even that isn't looking very good. If you guys have seen the gameplay, which I'll have some annotations I guess on the screen at some point, the videos which I've shown on it don't look too good. There's still a lot of bugs, which are not mentioned in this bug tracker right here. There's still a lack of gameplay really. The only thing which I could see you could do is turn a fan on and off and play chess and play karaoke. And that's taken 4 years to make. How long is it going to take to, you know, make cars work on multiplayer and create this bank robbery system for the next module and create PvP and all that other stuff? Because the PvP we've seen earlier on this year, I think it was, didn't look too impressive. But anyway, let's delve a bit deeper. If we look into the past of this page, this is actually from July the 5th of 2017, over a year ago now, a year and 1 month. And the progress of a town square release module, I guess, was at that time 89%. Over a year ago, it was at 89%. Quite frankly, I don't know what the fuck we were going to release back in July the 5th of 2017, but it's a kind of an interesting comparison when you look at it, that it was on the brink of release, and right now it's on the brink of release. And it's not like this sounds like something too hard to create. Don't get me mistaken, I'm not a developer, but there's one user interface thing which needs testing and polished and fixed and whatever else, and it's been like this I think for about a month now. I'll show you guys in a second. But yeah, so it's been like this for a year now. Obviously the page has had a few different upgrades, like we did have this for a while, which is coming April 23rd. These guys didn't know everything which has happened with Identity. They did say for a while it's coming out April 23rd. I think before that they did say it was coming out on March 23rd. I remember it was March, and then it was April, and then a few days at the end of April they created, of course, the bug tracker, which if I look on this one right here, you'll see this was actually made on April 19th. Also, something very odd with the bug tracker is it always says last updated, for example, 2 days ago, but I was there when it was updated. It wasn't updated, nothing changed. It's been updated multiple times, but nothing changes. It's just very odd. I just think this development task remaining thing is very misleading, very confusing, because there's still obviously people you see on their Twitter. In fact, I could bring that up quickly. If we go on their Twitter right now, which I'm not saying don't do this shit, but every single day it's always, oh yeah, we're making this new asset, we're making this new asset, we're making this new asset, we're making this new asset. This stuff isn't on the development task tracker. It feels like they're saying like, yo, we're about to release it, but at the same time, we're not about to release it. We're just about to make about 1 million other assets. And these assets do look really good, and you guys that we've seen do look really good. But other than that, the actual programming behind the game is a bit of a yikes. It seems like the gameplay is non-existent. It's just a massive showcase of cool-ish looking assets. Obviously showing off the apartments as well over here somewhere. There it is right there. Kind of weird that was football's flowing, but whatever, we'll ignore that. Yeah, I am being a bit mean right now, okay? But someone's got to do it. Maybe. But yeah, so yeah, it's coming April 23rd, 2018, March 23rd, 2018, and then on the 19th we created a development task tracker, which I did like this thing for a while because you could see there was a lot of things to develop at this point, and it did add more and more things to it, and it was moving every day. It felt really cool, it felt real. Yeah, it was kind of transparent, but you'll see this one right here. This one is from, believe it or not, July 9th, 2018. At this point, there might be one even from a few days before this because I can't see every date. There's this website called, what's called webarchive.org, I guess. It's called the Wayback Machine or some shit. This only shows certain points in that web page's history. So for all I know, it could have been like this for longer, but this is the 9th of July, a month ago now. And we had one gameplay thing which needed testing, not in development, and one user interface in testing, not in development. There's the blue stage, there's a yellow stage, and there's a green stage. So this is like, yeah, there was at one point where it was like one thing was moving a date, so it could go blue to yellow, and then yellow to green. But obviously in this month, we've had one thing change, which was a gameplay thing being green light, whatever you want to call it, as you can see right now. And other than that, the user interface thing is it's just chilling the fuck out there. And this is obviously, as they can communicate right here, unless something else is going to come up, this is the last bunch of things that need to be done for the release. The release is very close. You can now follow development as it happens. But again, it's a bit confusing saying that this is the development as it's happening when there's still development happening on their Twitter, which has nothing to do with, the art side of things, but it clearly does have something to do with the art side of things. Like every single week, you'll see at least a few of these, a developer stream, yada yada yada. And don't get me wrong, it looks pretty cool, but yeah, you see what I'm saying here? It's just very confusing. And then what is this page right here? Oh, this page is from July 25th. So this is obviously the user interface thing. If we look at the calendar right now quickly, maybe I'm being mean again, I don't know, but 25th, 1 week, almost 2 weeks now of this user interface thing, if not longer, of it just chilling out there, not being finished. And even when this is finished, from what I've read on the forums, they still do need to get the game on Steam. For some reason, they haven't got it already on Steam, but like a shit build. They have to upload it to Steam after all this is done. So, quite frankly, I don't know when the fuck this game is coming out, but it's not imminent. Is it a scam? I don't know. I'm not going to say it's a scam, like I said, but I do believe strongly that the game is never going to be what they say it's going to be. We can have a look back at the Kickstarter from ages ago. Identity is a modern-day open-world MMORPG for PC and Mac with complete freedom to do almost anything you can imagine at any time in first or first-person views. I don't think there is a first-person view either, but obviously Kickstarters do try to sell the game to the best possible capabilities and make the game, or we talk about the finished game kind of thing, but it's just like, when is that? Like, the Town Square module, I encourage you to go back and watch the gameplay of the Town Square module, which I uploaded, or which they uploaded. It doesn't look, it doesn't look like much. Like, it looks good, don't get me wrong, like, the actual place looks cool, the assets are cool, like I said, the UIs look cool, but the actual gameplay is non-existent. To make, this player-driven gameplay, an economy with dozens of jobs and epic careers, action and fun around every corner of player, police force, gangs, cartels, businesses, and more. More casual games and weekend lists, from karaoke cinemas to paintball machines and more. but play on the official servers or host your own, no subscription fees, and never pay to win. I would kind of disagree with it being pay to win, considering you can literally just, in fact, we'll go over here because it's going to load a bit quicker, considering you can literally just pay $500 and get the best house, but whatever. You can see right here, $1.3 million raised. This is just going up and up and up, because we are on the brink of release constantly, people just throwing the money at it, and I am going to play the game on release, and I'd love to be proven wrong, and I'll say, holy fuck, Identity's dope, everyone should buy it. But until then, I'd highly recommend holding off on your money. I know multiple people who have came to me and said, oh shit, Lewis, I fell for the hype, and you know, someone said I bought the $500 one. I know Casey, my girlfriend, she, I don't know which one she bought, but she bought one of them. I would just say hold off until release. Like, I think release is gonna be a fucking mess. You know, it's gonna be weird. How is the VoIP gonna be? In terms of like the actual things you can do, karaoke, chess, but chess isn't even rigged up as a chess game, it's just rigged up as a move your points whenever you want. I just don't know how it's all going to work, how many players is going to be per server, is it going to be a desynchy mess? It's going to be a fucking mess. Definitely, I don't see any way it can't be, so I'm fucking hyped for release of Identity, but this is my devil's advocate, what the fuck is going on, point of view right there, okay? So apologies, because I know I've talked to Motown before, I know some developers follow me on Twitter. I think they might think I'm a cunt now. I'm not a cunt. I'm just real, dog. I'm not really. Pretty fake, but yeah. Just wanted to make a video, you know? Here's my video. Good content. Clickbait tile, you know? I did talk to Motown in PAX East of 2017 though, which is when I kind of got my excitement back for the game, where he said the game was coming out in the next two weeks. I think he said, or the next few weeks maybe he said that. I don't know, it was like the PAX East PUBG party, I think it was. I met a bunch of Arma 3 guys there. And that's where he said, yeah, it's coming out in the next few weeks. So, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know. But I can tell you, if we're going to release, almost over a year ago now, that was in, I think, it would have been one of the first few months of 2017. March or April, probably. If we were going to release in March or April of 2017, I've got to wonder, like, what the fuck our build looked like compared to today's build, which doesn't look too impressive. Anyway, I did want to talk to you guys quickly about something which I am excited for, which I'm not going to shit talk at all. Scum, if you guys didn't know already, they gave a bunch of content creators access to it. I could play it right now, but I can't because I'm NDA'd. But I played this game. It's actually pretty fucking cool. I like it a lot. It still could suck, but I have played it. It runs pretty good, it looks pretty good, and I'm liking where it's going. This game still does have an August 2018 release date. This game too has been delayed many times. Nowhere near as many times as Identity, but it's still August 2018. And the exciting thing with this game is, as you'll see right here, they posted two things yesterday which both look pretty cool, showing off a church, showing off a dam, showing off a bit of wilderness. I would say the map is one of the weaker parts of the game, by the way, just to confirm. But it's cool to see they are adding some more details into the game. They do have like underground environments, like these military bases and shit like that. You can throw things like guns, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. You know, obviously I'm not sponsored to say this or anything, but like I do, after playing the game, I do like think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, it says, hello everyone, long time no chat. So here's a small update of some new eye candy. We have been working hard on polishing Scum for release that's just around the corner. You know, this does sound a lot like Identity at this point. And also prepping the director's cut of a trailer for release dates announcement that we will drop soon, so stay tuned for more info. So we are allegedly going to be releasing a release date soon. Honestly, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if this game too was delayed for another month, but I am definitely on Identity's release and Scum's release going to be probably doing 24-hour streams of both of those games, assuming they don't suck. So, yeah, get hyped up for those. Like, finally, after years and years of playing R3 Life, honestly, it feels like I've got two games I actually really am excited for. I can't think of a game that I felt this strongly towards. Both of them, really, for a long time. So, we'll see what happens with both of them. They could both just fucking suck. I really don't know. Identity, wish you guys the best of luck. You know, Scum devs, what we're called, game pyres, wish you the best of luck. Like I said, it might seem like I'm just a hater or whatever, and I don't fucking know, but ultimately, it only benefits me more if I'm proven wrong. I want you guys to succeed, and I don't want these things to look dodgy, but ultimately, if they do look dodgy, then I'm going to call them out for that. If they succeed, then I get more views, I get more money, and I have a more enjoyable gameplay session, you know what I mean? If they suck, that doesn't benefit me, it just benefits me right now for making this video. I don't know. So yeah, I hope they don't fucking suck, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'll probably bring you guys around the little place soon and give you an actual tour. I'm not gonna show you right now, like this is for fucking the second fucking PC thing going on over there. It's kind of weird. Like, you can see that I'm using like voice meter to like talk. Really weird. So like, I don't know. And I've also got a noise gate on, so if I don't talk. Oh, you guys have seen my underpants. I'm not wearing pants. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Scum and Identity's release, okay? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this webcam? I don't normally use this webcam. Dude, whatever, dude. Bye, guys.